Welcome to the Hello Summer Challenge. In today's video, I'm creating 3 adorable bee-themed DIY projects using affordable supplies to make high-end summer home decor on a budget. So I'm starting with my trash to treasure. In my last video, I mentioned that I don't throw anything out. And this bottle, look at how cute this is. When I was done with this, using this, I decided to save it. So here I'm removing the covering, the plastic that covers it with all the design to reveal the plain bottle. And we're going to turn this into, let's not say what I'm turning this into yet. You have to stick around, keep watching. So after I remove the paper, I'm going to saw off or just cut off the neck of the bottle, and I'm going to draw a line, an even line right around it. And to do that, I placed a marker on top of the paint bottle. That is the height that I wanted. And I'm just turning the bottle right away until I came back to the very beginning. Now I'm using my hot knife or soldering knife, as some would call this, to just score along the line that I drew on the bottle until it was melted, where I could just remove it. This is hot, so you have to be careful. If you're using something like this, please be careful, because if this touches your skin, then that is certainly going to be very dangerous for you. But please be careful if you're using something like this. Now, once I got it off, I'm just using the X-Acto knife to cut off or just to smooth down the edges a little bit. And then I am going to place the piece that I removed on the inside, and that just gives it added support and gives me a slender opening that I can use. Now, to glue the piece together, or the pieces together, I'm using the cement glue, which is a longer lasting glue, and a little hot glue to just hold that in place. And I'm using a lot of the hot glue because it's not going to matter. I am going to cover that in the end. After you see how this turned out, you will never look at a bottle like this the same way again. So then I took the cover and I added some of the cement glue, because we're going to also use this, and a little hot glue, and I'm going to glue that to the bottom of the bottle just to add some dimension to it, and so that it is able to stand up. Now, this is not necessary. If you want to throw the cover away, you can do that. Next, I took it outside and gave it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum paint and primer in gloss. And this is what it looks like. Love it. Now I have this napkin that I got this from my friend Jackie, and this has 2 extra layers, so I'm removing those. Off camera, I cut out the sunflowers because I wanted that part of it. I didn't want any of the blue on there, and I cut that out very close to the graphic itself. I didn't want anything else on it except the sunflower. And now I'm using a little I'm using a little Mod Podge to decoupage our napkin onto the vase, because yes, this is a vase. And I only cut 2 pieces, or 2 sunflower, because we're going to glue the other one to the other side. And then after I put that on, I'm using a piece of saran wrap and my finger to just smooth out the napkin on the surface, to make sure that there was no bubble there or anything. Next, I took the napkin and I cut a long strip, remove the extra layers, and this is going to go around the neck of our vase. So I'm using a little Mod Podge once again, place the napkin down, and I will decoupage that on, and then fold in the top edge to cover the raw edges of our vase. My friends, if you are coming to my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Christine. I am so happy that you decided to join us today. Now our vase is almost complete. I wanted to tone down the sheen a little bit, so I'm using some Mod Podge and a sponge, and I'm going over that. And after I did that, I realized that it still needed something else. So here I'm using my fan brush with a little antique wax and just spreading that lightly to distress our vase a little bit. If you don't like distressing, of course, this part is optional. If you prefer to see it glossy, then you don't have to do this part. Now I'm going to fill my vase with some flowers. These are some picks that I got from the Dollar Tree earlier this year. And of course, they're already selling fall stuff, but I don't care. I'm using it anyway. Cut down this piece of flower foam, added a little hot glue, and to be able to get it all the way down in there, I just stick the scissors in there to guide me. Now I'm cutting apart the stems from our pick, and I'm going to just fix those in there accordingly. I also, the pick that you saw me with earlier, I also added that as well. But of course, I wasn't done, because you know that bees are attracted to sunflowers. So I got the idea of using my black marker, made some stitch line leading from one sunflower on one side to the next sunflower on the other side. My friends, are you enjoying the video so far? Be sure to give it a like, hype, comment, and of course subscribe if you have not yet done so. And then I had these little bees that I got from Temu maybe 2 years ago when Temu just opened, and I just stick them on there, and it appeared, and it gave it also a 3D effect. And if you want to add a weight to your vase, I am adding some white rocks. I should have added this before, but I didn't think of it, but now I'm adding it. So I'm just using a piece of cardboard, just folded that in a V shape, and then just pour the rocks in there and allow it to fall to the bottom of the vase. And this is what it looks like, my friend. I absolutely love this one. Love, 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 love it. Now this is Hello Summer, and I am so thankful to have Brandy from the DIY Struggle as our guest host this month. Brandy, thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate you. Guys, if you have not checked out her channel yet, Brandy is very talented. I've been following her for quite a few years now. Make sure to go down to my description box and check out her channel, as well as Daniel from the Schoolhouse Rod, who is our co-host. Links to their channels will be in the description box, as well as a playlist. So for this one, I am sure you have seen these at the Dollar Tree. These little half of birdhouse, that's what I'm going to call it. So this is how I will be painting this: the black for the roof, the yellow for the base. And here I have these little mushrooms. I got these from the Dollar Tree, I'm sure. And I painted the top of the top of the mushroom yellow and the base black. Now I am going to add a piece of flower foam to my vase or my planter box that's attached to the half of a house, and then I'm going to add my mushroom. But before I did that, I took the black marker and I'm just adding some little dots on that, just to accentuate the mushroom and cause it to blend in with the other colors. And then I'm gonna glue that on top of the flower foam. And why I added the cube is to elevate the mushroom so it's not laying flat on top of the foam. And then here I am just adding some boxwood pick. Now here you can add any type of floral that you have, especially small ones that wouldn't look too humongous when you add some boxwood pick. And then after I added the boxwood pick, I realized that I should have added some moss. All I had was this reindeer moss, so I'm just adding some of that to the open spaces. And I'm just fluffing the pieces and making sure that I wasn't seeing the foam. And then after I did that, now for further embellishment, I took my marker or Sharpie and I'm doing the bee track from the base of the pick. Make it look as if the bee is coming out of the flowers and going to perch right at the top there. And then I added one of the bees and I did the same thing on the other side but a little lower. And then for further embellishment, while I was doing that, I was trying to figure out, okay, what are you going to put here? I didn't want it too fussy. I didn't want anything too heavy. And as I was adding the Mod Podge to here, my brain was working. So then I thought to myself, okay, this needs a little gingham, black and white gingham ribbon. So let me just put a little piece right there. So I cut a piece, started from one end and went halfway to the front and glued that down using the hot glue. And then I took my marker and I wrote the word home, using the ruler as a guide to make sure all the letters were evenly placed. And then to further embellish that, I made a small bow. I made a small bow and glued that down right at the front. And I believe this is done, and I made 2 of them. Aren't they cute? Love them. You let me know what you think about these. For our next inspiration, so this one is like a redo, remake. I had made this candle stand vase, something like that, when I just started my channel. I took a Dollar Tree cup and I spray painted that. So I don't have a footage of me spray painting, but that's what I did. Like you saw me do at the beginning where I cut the sunflowers out, I did the same thing for this one and was decoupaging that on. And here I am just showing you that I took the fan brush and the white paint and distressed that. You have to check out Brandy's channel. She is the decoupage queen. This is one of those desert bowls that comes in a set of 4 from the party section at the Dollar Tree. And here I'm just applying a little tacky glue as well as a little hot glue for instant hold. And then I'm just going to put that on top of that. And then added a lot more hot glue. You're not going to see this part, so I added a lot of hot glue to keep the both pieces together. And then I took a piece of gingham buffalo check ribbon and wrapped that around where the 2 pieces joined, glue that down, and then for further embellishment right above the sunflower I added a bow. And I made 2 of these, and this one is done. And here comes our scripture, Job 2 verse 11. When Job's 3 friends, Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, heard about all the troubles that had come upon him, they set out from their homes and met together by agreement to go and sympathize with him and comfort him. We all need a good friend every now and then. One who will be there for you when you're going through your rough days. Now guys, here we are for the final reveal. Let me know what you think about my bee themed DIYs today. Which one was your favorite? I love them all. And if you're coming over from any of the other channel and you enjoy the content, hit that like button. Any action that you take on the video signals to YouTube that you enjoy the content, and they will push it out to more viewers like yourself. Comment down below and let me know which one was your favorite. Don't forget to visit the host channels and the playlist. Thanks to my sweet and talented friend Brandy for joining us for this challenge today, and for Daniel for being the co-host. Subscribe if you have not yet done so, and I'll catch you in my next one, which will be on Sunday Craft with Friends with my friends Kendra and Loli D. You want to make sure that you don't miss that one.